It's simple. Take the fastest qualifiers of last year, and we'll see who's really fastest.
Imagine you just landed a new job as a brand manager for a fresh, up-and-coming beer. Your mission? Make an impact. Launch this brand into something extraordinary. You've got an idea, a bold, long-shot idea, but what choice do you have? The pressure's on. You've got a job to do. Now, fast forward nearly 50 years, and that very idea has become a cornerstone of NASCAR's culture, kicking off the racing season every year. And that brand is one of the most iconic logos in the sport. Enter Monty Roberts. In 1979, Monty was handed the reins as brand manager for the newly launched Busch Beer. A marketing genius and a well-respected figure in motorsports PR, Monty had two great loves, beer and racing. But Monty wasn't just passionate, he was perceptive. He understood the unmatched loyalty of racing fans. And with the weight of an entire brand resting on his shoulders, Monty had an idea. What if I gave racing fans an extra race, a week earlier than they expected the season to start? And what if I invited only the fastest drivers in the sport? An all-star exhibition race just 1 week before the Daytona 500, featuring every pole winner from the previous season. If I gave this to the fans, maybe, just maybe, they'd return the favor and support Busch Beer. Monty's gamble paid off. The Busch Clash, or some variation of it, has been a staple of NASCAR ever since its debut in 1979. And Busch Beer, it's still one of the most prominent, recognizable brands in the sport. The Busch Clash, though just an exhibition race, has delivered some of NASCAR's most unforgettable moments. Take 1984, for example, when Ricky Rudd flipped coming off turn 4. The crash left him with a concussion and eyes so swollen that they had to tape them open just so he could race 3 days later. Then there's 2001, when Fox broadcast its first ever NASCAR race, a partnership that's still going strong 24 years later.
To go. Hi, I'm Chris Myers coming to you from just above historic Victory Lane. Thanks for being with us, and in just a few moments you're going to see an all-star cast of drivers that'll give us a true indication of who will fare best in next Sunday's Great American Race here on Fox.
In 2008, Dale Jr. made headlines by winning his first ever start in a Hendrick Motorsports car.
That's Rick Hendrick. That's the boss. That's the boss. Mr. H.
What a way to start our deal, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In 2011, the freshly repaved Daytona International Speedway brought tandem drafting back into the spotlight and would carry over to one of the greatest Daytona 500 races of all time. And of course, 2022, when the Clash left Daytona and headed to Los Angeles, transforming the iconic Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum into a quarter-mile oval. The result, some of the most mind-bending, jaw-dropping visuals NASCAR has ever produced. That race was won by Joey Logano, securing his place in history as the 8th driver to win 2 Busch Clash events. The Clash record book is littered with legends of the sport. Dale Jarrett, Tony Stewart, and Kevin Harvick have each claimed 3 victories. Denny Hamlin has taken the checkered flag 4 times. And of course, Dale Earnhardt, who dominated the event with 6 wins. And now, in 2025, after 3 trips out west, the Clash is heading to the Madhouse, a quarter-mile gauntlet just an hour north of NASCAR's home in Charlotte. Bowman Gray Stadium, built in 1937 as a works progress administration project to provide jobs during the Great Depression, has a rich and storied history. Originally a football stadium, Bowman Gray hosted its first race in 1939 and has been a hub for stock car racing ever since. The NASCAR Cup Series raced there annually from 49 to 71 before the sport outgrew the intimate venue. But even after the Cup Series moved on, Bowman Gray remained a cornerstone of NASCAR, hosting over 1,000 races across various series. Races at Bowman Gray are pure chaos. The tight quarter-mile oval demands aggression, and that aggression almost always demands carnage. As Gary Garrison, Bowman Gray's longtime promoter, once famously quipped,
"We're racing, wrestling, and religion."
It's a place where tempers flare, bumpers bang, and every lap feels like a battle for survival. In fact, whether you're a fan of racing or not, you've probably seen some Bowman Gray highlights while thumbing through social media. In 2018, Bowman Gray Stadium received a $9 million renovation, a game-changing investment that paved the way for the Cup Series' triumphant return to the Madhouse. And now, on February 2nd, 2025, NASCAR's Top Series will descend on one of the sport's most legendary venues to fulfill Monty Roberts' 50-year-old vision. The Clash will once again ignite the 2025 NASCAR season. Will we see the same chaos that defines other series at Bowman Gray? The racing, the religion, the wrestling? Probably not, but that's not the point. NASCAR's return to Bowman Gray is something bigger. It's a tribute to Monty Roberts' visionary idea that launched the Busch Clash 50 years ago, a tribute to Bill France Sr. and Alvin Hawkins, who brought NASCAR to this iconic venue in its earliest days. And most importantly, a tribute to the fans. For one night only, they'll get a glimpse into stock car racing's rich history and a chance to reconnect with the roots of the sport they love.